Hello and welcome to Let's Play Hostage Negotiator Career. This is going to be the first of our practice games. The idea of this game is just to show everybody in the thread exactly how the game plays and to present sort of a typical game of this so that everybody can kind of get on the same page as far as how this game plays and what it's like. So we're going to be playing against Arcane Masua. That's going to be our abductor today. We're going to set up the game right now. We're going to flip him over, put him here. His starting demands are an arcane major demand and an escape demand. So there are 3 different major demands that Arcane has. We're not going to know which one we're playing with because we're going to shuffle them. We're going to take the top card and put it here. Get rid of the other 2. He also has an escape demand. There's 4 of these. All of the abductors in the base game use the same pool of escape demands. We'll shuffle these. We'll take 1, and we'll get rid of the rest. Arcane's heat starts at 4. That's already there. Conversation points start at 0. And he has 7 hostages. So we're going to take 7 hostages. And we're going to put them in the hostage pool. And that is the starting setup for this. Now, the other part that we have to set up is we have to set up the terror deck. There's 21 terror cards. We need 10. So we're going to shuffle them up. We're going to split it into 10. And we're going to take these 10. Put them aside. Wait, did we screw this up? Yeah, we did. We gotta pick these up, put them there. Okay, great. There's 11 left. We're gonna delete them. But first we need to put the pivotal event down on the bottom. That's gonna be the last terror card in the deck. So we're gonna shuffle this up, take the top one, put it down there, delete these, grab these, put them on top so that the pivotal event is the last one. Now, finally, we're going to take all these 0 cost cards. We're going to put them in our hand, and that's going to be our starting hand. We'll take a look at these cards later when we're going to buy them. But for now, that is how... Okay, so we start with the conversation phase, and during the conversation phase, we can play any of these cards. Let's have a quick look at these cards. One of them is Small Talk. If you get 2 successes on your threat roll, you get 3 conversation points. 1 gets you 2 conversation points. No successes gets you +1, but you end your turn. So tell me, do you have family? I've got a wife and 3 kids myself, all boys. They're everything to me. So that's the angle we'll be taking with the abductor if we play that card. We've also got the what are your demands? Well, here we are. You hold all the cards. Tell me what you want. We play this card. 2 successes gets us reveal demand. We're going to flip one of these cards over and see what's on it. And 2 conversation points. Only 1 success will get us a demand or 1 conversation point. And then a failure will increase the heat by 1, which is a pretty bad thing to have happen. And then finally, we have keep cool. Let's keep our heads now. Neither one of us will get what we want if we lose our cool. 2 successes will get us -1 heat and a conversation point. 1 success will get us -1 heat. A failure will lose us a conversation point, which of the consequences in these 3 different types of cards, that's the least bad one, depending on what you're trying to accomplish. So, one strategy that you could use is to just play all these cards face up, and then roll a couple dice and see what happens. Now, when you roll these 2 dice, your chances of getting at least 1 success is about 55%. There's about a 45% chance that you get 2 blanks. So if you just play these cards face up one after the other, in probably doing these last so that you don't lose your turn, then you are pretty much leaving everything up to chance. But there's something else that you could do with these cards. You can play them face down. If you play them face down, you just get a conversation point. If you do that, that's no risk. That you don't have to roll any dice. And that's an interesting option. It makes the game more strategic. Now, the other thing that you can do with cards is just keep them. Keep them until next turn. And the benefit of doing that is that you can make your next turn more powerful. So, what I'm going to try for this first turn is I'm going to try, because I would really like to reveal these demands. One thing about having unrevealed demands is that there's a bunch of cards in this terror deck that increase the heat for every unrevealed demand that you have. That's bad. But the consequences for not succeeding on these rolls is also quite bad. So we don't really want to roll these cards now. So what we can do, these are the cards that have the least consequences for playing. But these are the cards that get us conversation points. So what we really want to do is we want to hang on to these and then get some of the cards that make our die rolls easier. Get some of the cards that, like these, what I meant was, no, I didn't mean that. What I meant to say was I completely understand where you're coming from. So tell me how I can help you. This will let you re-roll a die that did not land on a success. And that can help your chances of getting something like this out without failing it. So what I'd really like to do is just get 2 conversation points by one of these or one of these, or even if we could get 4 conversation points, get one of these, and then do these riskier rolls. And so we're going to actually, in defiance of the chance that our turn might end, we're going to roll this. Small talk. Now, if the turn ends, that's too bad, but we'll still get a reroll to play next turn. And that's going to make our next turn more effective. All right. Here we go. 1 success. Now, we could spend 2 cards face down to make this a success, but I'm not too worried about that. So we're going to get 2 conversation points for playing that card. I think what I want to do is I want to play my other small talk, because I would really like to get this guy. This would be great to get. So let's try that. No, we didn't. So what we're going to do is we're going to get 3 conversation points and our turn is going to end. So let's go over some of the other cards that we can afford. We can afford all these top cards. You need to trust me. So the 4 on all of these dice is this. You can spend 2 cards to get a success thing. If you get 2 successes on this, then for the rest of the turn, all of those turn into successes automatically without you having to spend anything. On 1 success, it's just the next threat roll. But on a failure, you gain 1 heat and get a conversation point. Heat is bad. We don't like heat. Just stay calm. This is a more powerful way of lowering the heat. You get -2 heat at 2 successes, -1 at 1 success, but a failure increases the heat by 1 and also ends your turn. And that can be bad. Just a few more minutes. This is a very powerful way to get conversation points, but the risks, even at 1 success, it increases the heat by 1, and at 0 successes, it increases it by 2 and ends the turn. Very risky card, but +4 is a lot of conversation points. Minor Extraction. This saves 2 hostages at 2 successes, saves 1 hostage and causes a heat at 1 success, kills a hostage, and ends the turn on no successes. So, we want to do is we want to mitigate our risks. So we're going to buy 2. We're going to buy a 1. And that's going to reset our conversation points to 0. And then we're going to reset these to free cards. We're going to put those back, and that's going to be the end of our spend phase. Now it is time for the terror phase. So usually these are bad, some of them are good, but most of them are bad. A vast majority of them are bad. So we're going to flip this over. I've taken more hostages. That's not a good thing. So in order to win, we have to save half of these hostages, and the pool has to be empty. So getting more hostages is bad. Let's roll this one die. We want a symbol. Oh, we didn't get a symbol. So we're going to add 2 hostages to the pool. So now we have to save 5 hostages in order to win the game, which is not great. But it is turn 2. The conversation phase has begun, and we are going to try to convince the abductor Arcane Masua to trust us a little bit. No one else here wants to help you. They want to get in there and take you down. Hostages be damned. Right now, I'm the best friend you've got. We really want at least 1 in here. It's a 55% chance. If we can get some demands, that would be great. 2 successes, that's amazing. Double 6s, boxcars. So until the conversation ends, all of our 4s, all of our 2-card symbols are going to turn into successes. So now we can try to have like a monster turn. Because now our likelihood of getting at least 1 success on all these cards is shot up. So we're going to play our riskier cards first, because then we can have a reroll to try and fix a problem. We really want to reveal these demands. We got lucky that this didn't give us any extra heat. So we're going to try to reveal a demand here. Let's roll these dice. 2 6s again. That's amazing. Okay, I'm doing really well. On my previous attempt at recording this, I did very poorly. Okay, so we're going to reveal a demand, and we're going to increase our conversation points by 2. So let's take a look at this major demand. What does our terrorist, Arcane Masua, want? He wants to be wired $10 million. It's a lot of money. So we can spend 4 conversation points to concede this demand, to give him his $10 million. But if we do that, there's a penalty. The penalty is -1 die for the rest of the game. That sucks. It really sucks. Could be worth it if we get down into here, where if you have 1 or less heat, you're rolling 3 dice all the time anyway. But I don't think we're going to do that one, probably, unless we get really desperate. So we still don't know the escape demands, so let's try that again. We're going to try, what are your demands? Let's grab these dice, let's roll them. I would love to keep rolling like I have been. No. Nope. Do we want to spend our reroll? Yes, we do. I'm going to spend, what I meant was... what was the flavor text on this? Well, here we are. You hold all the cards. Tell me what you want. I already read that one. So we're going to grab one of these dice. I really want a success. Yes! Okay, great. So we are going to reveal the escape demand. He wants a helicopter. So we can spend 4 conversation points to concede the helicopter to get 2 extra dice until the conversation ends, but when the conversation ends, the abductor escapes. The game is lost. So you can only do these escape demands if you think you can win this turn. Very interesting. So we've succeeded on both of those. Now there's 2 ways to get hostages out, and we really need to have a plan to get hostages out. One way is to get the heat down to S and then keep decreasing it. If we can keep decreasing the heat below S, we save a hostage every time we do that. And I think we're in a pretty good position to do that. The other way is to get these extraction cards. Minor extraction can save 2. Major extraction can save up to 3, but you're always increasing heat. And then at the end, when you either storm the place or use the sniper, you can save 2. Now, the problem with eliminating the abductor is the abductor has a second in command. I haven't put him down there. I was supposed to do that. He goes underneath here. And the thing about the second in command is every time the threat level increases, if the second in command is out, he kills a hostage. Now, in this base game, you really only need to save these 5 hostages. If the other 4 go, you still win the game. But once we're playing career, every hostage that dies has consequences in the campaign. So we're going to be playing to try and save all of them, which is probably good for role-playing anyway. But we can still win this right now, even if 4 hostages die, which is kind of grim, but it is what it is. So, keep cool. We're going to play this. We still have our 50-50 chance dice. So, we would love to bring down the heat. If these succeed, then we can go for a strategy of trying to bring the heat down further and further and further. If these don't succeed, then we're probably going to have to try extractions instead. So let's see how we do. 2 successes. I can't believe my dice luck. Okay. So we're going to get another conversation point, and we're going to reduce the heat by 1. Let's keep rolling. Oh my gosh. The first time I tried this, my dice luck was so bad I didn't even want to use the recording because I just couldn't show what the game was like. Okay, 1 success. So that's going to bring the heat down to 2. That's fantastic. That was a great turn. The next turn is going to be a bit shitty, but that's kind of how this game goes. You kind of have a really good turn and then a turn where you can't do too much. So, we're out of conversation cards. We now have the spend phase. So we can grab these 2 small talks. And we have 3 conversation points because we got really lucky. We can spend these. Now, how are we going to spend these? I do need to get the hostages out. But I think I'm going to take a just stay calm and take a reroll. And that will hopefully get us another 2 successes and get the heat down by 2 again. And then we can start saving hostages by reducing heat. That will be very useful. And we'll have 3 dice on every roll. That'll be excellent. But if we fail on that, it could be a big problem. So we're just gonna try to do that. So this goes back to 0. We're gonna reset the cards that were spent. And now it's the terror phase. Now, if the heat goes way up, that could be a problem. But hopefully not. Hopefully we get something good. Ooh, that's not good. It's not heat, but it's not great. Roll a die. If the result is less than or equal to the current threat level, kill a hostage. Now, thankfully, we got the heat down to 2, so we just need a 3 or higher on this die. And nobody has to die. 3. Perfect. So there's no problem. We did not test him, and he did not kill anybody. So that's great. So the terror phase is over. Just stay calm. Just stay calm. That's all you got to do, is just stay calm. We have a reroll. We've been rolling like champions. Let's see if we can get this guy to calm all the way down to the S level. That would be excellent. Oh my god, I've never had this much luck with this game. Honestly, well, I guess this is a fantastic show of like how the game plays if everything goes perfectly well, because it's not always going to be like this, I promise you. So we're going to reduce the heat by 2. Now we have 3 dice for all of our rolls, which is going to increase our chances of succeeding like extremely well. So now we can just do some small talk and we can try and get our conversation points up. Now, I would really like to be able to do a minor extraction with something that gives us better rolls, but maybe we could just do 2 minor extractions. And the heat will go up. Oh, but what actually we should do is we should use Just Stay Calms, and that'll save 2 hostages now because we're going off the bottom of the heat meter. Or we could do a bold lie and try to save 3. That would be incredible. So we have small talks. So let's play them. We got 3 dice. We should be able to do fairly well on these rolls. Ooh. So we can play a reroll, or I could hold on to it for a more important time. We're going to get 4 of our starting cards back next turn. And we could turn them all into conversation points. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to take the failure. I'm going to take 1 conversation point. I'm going to end the turn. And we're going to hang on to these for next turn and make our next turn more powerful. So we're going to spend our 1 point. We're going to get our 4 free cards, which we can get. We can get hostages back with this. And we're going to get our 1 reroll, which is the only card that only costs 1. And we're going to put these back. We're going to put the small talk back. We're going to put the Just Stay Calm back. We got both the rerolls. There's none left. But now we do have to flip a terror card. Let's hope for the best. The situation was worsening, so we did increase the heat by 1. Thankfully, there are no unrevealed demands, so just 1. But we still have 3 dice, but we are going to have to decrease it by 1 again before we can start saving hostages this way. So, let's see how the Keep Cool goes. If these go well, then we can start playing. We can try to load up on conversation points for next turn. If these go poorly, then we won't bother and we'll wait till next turn. Let's give this a shot. Okay, 1. Perfect. So we're back down to S. We've reversed the damage that this did. Now let's do 1 more and hopefully we can save a hostage. Come on, baby. Roll in boats. Ooh. No. No, we did not. Do we want to spend a reroll to save a hostage? We do have to start saving hostages or we're going to be fucked. Okay, we're going to spend 1 reroll. I'm going to put it over here just so I can see the consequences. Come on, we got a 33% chance. Ooh. We could spend 2 cards. I kind of want to do that so that we can save a hostage. We need to save 5 hostages and we're running out of time. I think that's going to be the best move. So we're going to play these 2 cards face down to turn this into a success. Then we're going to save a hostage. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to leave these over here because they don't stack well when they're upside down. Do I want to play any of this? I think I need to hang on to this so that next turn I'll be able to get tons of conversation points because I'll get all of these back. I'll get this back and then I can try to get both of them. So that's it. That's my turn. We did save a hostage. We kept the heat low. Not the best turn, but we're on our way. We're on our way. So I'm going to take the small talk card. That's the only card I can buy. We're going to put this reroll back. We're going to put these back. We're going to put these back. And we reset to 0. We're already at 0, and now it is terror time. Ooh, hostage escape attempt. Please succeed, hostage, in escaping. Don't want you dead. We want you saved. That's not a success. That's not a success, unfortunately. I'm afraid this hostage has... Oh no, it's a threat roll. I can roll all 3. Okay. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I'm not gonna... That's not a roll. I'm putting this guy back. Okay. Roll these other 2 dice. Yeah, that's still not a success. Oh dear. Okay, well... We're succeeding at the half and half thing, at least. So, we want to have a super turn next turn. So, we are going to do some small talk. Come on, man. Tell me about your kids. The luck has come back to bite us. We had amazing luck in the beginning. The luck is no longer amazing. But that's okay. What we can do, because the turn is over, we now must buy. We are obviously going to buy our 4 free cards. And then I'm going to get another reroll. And then we are going to try to save 2 hostages with our keep cools. And then we can have a monster turn next turn. Hopefully. So we can reset these small talks. It's just the one. Conversation points go back to 0. Terror phase. A moment of weakness. Ah. Yes. Thank you. We have saved a hostage. Well, we didn't. He did, but that's it's all the same to me. Okay, we're going to try to save 2 hostages. We're going to try to save at least 1 here. Come on, baby. Yes, perfect. So we're going to get a conversation point, and we're going to save an additional hostage. Now we want 1 more. Give me 1 more. Come on. Come on. Ooh. Well, I'm very tempted to spend these 2 cards to save our 4th hostage, and I think I will. I think I'll spend these demand cards again. We already know what the demands are. They're not super important. So we're going to save our 4th hostage. We need 1 more hostage, and then we can start going after this guy. So, small talk. I really wanted these to give me 2 extra conversation points, but it is what it is. So, small talk. Let's do a little small talk. You like Seinfeld? Or are you more of a Frasier guy? Okay, 2 conversation points. And we have these rerolls. Now, the thing is, we could get up to 5 conversation points by playing these face down. That's an option. And the reason to do that would be to get this bold lie. Really do want to get this bold lie. But we only need 1 to get this bold lie. So let's play 1 of our rerolls face down. Take our conversation points up to 4. And then we'll end the conversation phase. We can buy this small talk, and we'll buy this bold lie for 4 points. Now we can reset everything. We cannot buy these cards and spend them at the same time. Oops. This was not where this was supposed to be. How did I fuck that up? Yeah. This is where the bold lie was. Okay, great. And now we're going to play a terror card. Ooh, minor demand food. So minor demands kind of go near the other demands, but they don't take up either of these slots, which doesn't really matter for arcane, but it does matter for other abductors. So at any time we can concede this demand during a conversation to ignore 1 end the turn consequence. But if we do, we remove that associated conversation card from the game permanently. It's an interesting option. It's a little desperate, but it could come in very handy. All right, so we have 1 reroll. We have a bold lie. We need to Create a bold lie. We really want to save 3 hostages in one go. That would be fantastic. Let's go for it. Yes! Amazing. So, we have saved 3 hostages. Now, the other thing that I haven't told you is that if we save a hostage and there's no hostage here, we actually capture the abductor, which is amazing. You could very easily do that, but we are running out of turns. We have 5 terror cards left. And this won't do it. Like, if we do this, that doesn't count. It has to be this, right? Yeah. So we have small talk here. We do have 1 conversation point. I kind of feel like we should get another one and then go for this. Just stay calm. Just stay calm. Succeeding would win us the game at this point. So let's play the small talk. Hope we get the 3. Plus 3 would be excellent. I would actually do that to try and get the plus 3. All right. Oh my god. 3. Oh my god. I've never been this lucky in this game. I swear to god. Okay, so plus 3 conversation points. I'm going to hang on to this. And we're going to spend the 4 to get... oh, this is only... Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're gonna buy 2 of these. I've never been this lucky. That's gonna cost... Oh, no. We can buy this and this. And then we'll have an even better chance. Okay. That's how we're going to spend our points. We're going to put this back. We're going to put this back. Very nice. Everything's reset. We're going to play a terror card. Ooh, that's really bad for us. Okay. Okay. That's kind of fucked up our plans, honestly. Because I was hoping this would win us the game, and now it's just going to get us back to where we were. But that's okay, because we're going to get all 6 of our 0 cards back next turn. Yeah. And then we can get it on the next turn. So we do have time. This is cost us time, but we have 4 turns left. So you need to trust me. Oh no, we only have 2 dice. That's going to make this much riskier. But I think we have to risk it for the biscuit. Just 1 will give us a lot better chance with just stay calm. And we have a reroll. Ooh. I think we need that reroll. I don't want the heat to go up. Didn't help. So, plus 1 conversation point, but plus 1 heat. That's really fucked up our plans. I would like to get the dice back to up to 3. Do I play that now or do I wait? I have to play it now. No, I have to wait. I have to wait because next turn I'm going to have a reroll. Okay, we can still do this. We're going to buy a reroll. We're going to buy all of our free cards. We got a giant turn next turn. We're going to reset this. Play the terror card. A hostage escape attempt. Actually, this is an amazing thing to have happen because either way, this guy's out of the pool is empty, and that means we can go after this guy. So that might be the best thing that could have happened to us, actually. So let's roll a die. One way or another, or it's a threat roll, so roll both dies. One way or another, and he's safe. Great. So we've saved 8 of the 9 hostages that ended up a part of this game. Unless we get more hostages in here, but I don't know if there's 2 of those cards. There might be. So we have a monster of a turn today. But what we really need to do is we now need to eliminate this guy. Because we can't capture him if we would, like the amount of time it would take to get 4 heat down. Technically we can, but it's very unlikely. We would have to get at least 1 on this, at least 1 on this, and then a 2 on this. Not likely. More likely that we use Sniper Take the Shot. Sniper Take the Shot means that we have a 55% chance of eliminating him. If we have a reroll, the chance goes up. So we need 7 points to get that done. And the fact is, we have 8 cards. So I think we just play all of these face down. And then we can roll a small talk to try and get a little extra, which might get us a better chance. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We have to take him out. So this goes face down for 1. 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 And in fact, this one will go face down for 1 as well. Then we're going to get at least 6. We need 7. Shit. I gotta do the reroll. That's a shame. But it is what it is. And then we're going to play the small talk. That'll get us at least +1. Yeah, it's just going to get us the +1. So we're going to be at 7. And then we're going to buy this Sniper Take the Shot. All right, we're risking it. If we get 0, should I just hang on to this? Depends on how these terrors go. If I can kill a turn. Yeah, we only got 3 terror cards left. So if we can kill a turn and then maybe we can get some rerolls, that would be good. Okay, we got to reset these cards. I think all of these are 0s. Nope, that's a 2. Okay. We need to play a terror card. How does this go? Time is running out. Okay, so we're going to have to take the shot, is what this means. Discard half of the remaining red terror cards. So there's only 1. Discard the card. So next turn is the pivotal event. We don't play this, we just discard it. So we lost a turn. So we do have 1 more turn. The next turn we'll get all these back, and we'll be able to buy cards. So this turn we're going to do nothing. When you're... Oh, but the pivotal event could fuck us. Probably won't fuck us that bad. Alright, we're going to risk the pivotal event. On the last turn, you can buy cards with your conversation points and play them in the same turn. That's very important because we're going to get 6 conversation points from having all these cards. So I'm going to end the turn. I'm going to buy all these cards. I'm going to reset our conversation points. Reset these. That's not going to matter. Please don't fuck me. Please don't fuck me. Please don't fuck me. Okay, that's fine. We don't need to do that. We cannot purchase free cards. We have all the free cards, so it doesn't matter. If we were counting on being able to buy free cards on our last turn, we would be pretty fucked, but we're not. So, Sniper Take the Shot right here. So we're going to play all of these face down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's going to give us 6 conversation points, which we're going to use to try and get better chances of making sure that this succeeds. So what is the best thing in the 6 range? This is very good, and this is very good. Okay, it is the last turn of the game. We've spent all our points. Would we rather have an empty promise? No, it's more risky. Okay. We're going to play I'm Coming In to Talk. We really want a success on this. We have a reroll, but we would love to be able to save the reroll for this. It's worth a shot. 55% chance we get at least 1 extra die on our next roll. Perfect. Oh my god. We get 2 more dice on our sniper roll. All right. This is it for all the money. We get 1 reroll. We have 4 dice. Should be able to eliminate this abductor. Here we go. That's all we need. All we needed was 1 success. Let's roll 1 die with our reroll just to see. Yeah, we did it. 2 successes. So we would have saved 2 hostages, but we didn't need to. The abductor is no more, and we've won. And I really didn't think that this first practice game was going to be a victory, but it is. So that's what happens. That's what it looks like when everything goes right, which is honestly not often. That was pretty much the perfect game, the most perfect game I've ever played of this. Now, when the dice luck fucks you, when you get a little overexcited and make strategy mistakes, when the cards that you get out of this deck are really hard, when the terror deck fucks you, everything can go wrong really fast. But it doesn't have to. As we've just proven, only 1 person died. And that's an amazing, amazing success for this game. I can't believe this is how my example game went. The first example game I tried to run was so bad that it wasn't even usable. Okay, well, that was our first practice game. We're going to do another one for sure. This is the base game. Now, the expansion Crime Wave is a standalone expansion. It completely replaces all of these cards. It gives you 3 new abductors. The base game comes with 3. And this tableau here, this is actually the Crime Wave tableau. The tableau that came with the base game is a bit crappier. And I think there's new terror cards too. So we're going to be playing with just Crime Wave in the next practice game. We're going to be playing with one of the Crime Wave abductors. And it's going to be a little more complicated. I don't think any of the abductors in Crime Wave are as simple as Arcane is, because Arcane is just... I mean, I said that it was amazing that we did this well. Arcane is easy. Arcane is pretty easy. So if anybody has any strategy advice for me, I would like to have it. This is the strategy that I've come up with so far. I think it works okay, but I'm sure there's stuff that I could be doing better. And we can certainly try it out during these practice games. I'm not sure. We're definitely going to do 2. I don't know if you guys want to do more practice games before we start the campaign. Just let me know. There's tons of abductors. Or we can just keep doing practice games against Arcane and not spoil any of the other abductors. That's an option too. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And have a lovely day.